Hi, I'm Jacob McGinnis, and I've had a lot of experience with group work. Of course, throughout high school and some college, you'll have maybe that one or two assignments that require you to be assigned to a group. And pretty consistently throughout, they've been pretty good. One notable group experience I had was from my stats class, and a lot of it, shockingly, was group work. We had numerous projects that counted for like a pretty significant portion of our grade that needed for us to be into an assigned group. And all the times, I think it went well because we balanced our portions. Nobody was a social loafer, and nobody did the bulk of it either. And a lot of these people were like really easy to talk to as well. And I didn't have a lot in common with them, but I think like the struggle of statistics really bonded us, all of us, really. And for the research portion, I chose the article called Developing Team Trust, Leader Insights for Virtual Settings. The title itself is pretty self-explanatory, how to develop team trust, but it throws in the challenge of doing this in a virtual setting, highlighting how the COVID-19 virus shifted everyone from in person to online and how it was harder to have like, your nonverbal cues, burnout from sitting at a computer all day, from meetings and no casual interactions. Like when you're working in like an office, you have like your water cooler talks, maybe you take a lunch together, you have like your happy hours. And when it was all when I mean the world shut down, that was kind of stripped away. And that was very important when it came to building a team or having maybe turning a secondary group into a primary group. And the article explains how trust is essential for team building and how there's two types of trust. There's effective trust, which is based on the emotional and psychological bonds. This is built again through like maybe the casual interactions, the happy hour parties, and through personal connections. And then the other one's going to be the cognitive trust. This is going to be your work focused, kind of based on reliability, your competence, and it's just built on meeting deadlines, performing well. The author also lists strategies for leaders, such as setting, building, shared goals, establishing team norms, monitoring engagement and burnout, fostering mental health, connecting outside of work, encouraging collaboration, and creating backup plans. I chose this article because it's very important when it comes to connecting with teams, especially in a virtual setting, because you're depending on others that are, maybe hours or miles away to meet a deadline or just having a trust in a team just makes the workflow a lot easier. So I'm gonna be completely honest, I've never really worked in a class like this before, completely online. They've always been maybe have online work, you go into class, or not even a Zoom call, you just, get work assigned to you. So this is very unique. When I signed up for the class, I didn't no, it was online. I thought it was just at 8 a.m. It wasn't maybe until a day or two after I saw that it was online. So I was really curious on how you were going to adapt for this to be online. And my goals are to learn how really I adapt to this learning style and to see if I can be productive. And I'm also worried about, funnily enough, trusting other people. Uh, I really don't want there to be like a social loafer or a person that doesn't really pull their weight. And so, really diving into the article kind of reassured me that building trust is definitely a learning process. And I'm hoping that trusting my team, getting to know my team, doing the maintenance work can help alleviate the worries. And maybe I can also make some friends along the way. Thank you.